Most founders lose sales not because of bad pricing, but because they do not have a good sales pitch. By sales pitch, I mean the conversation you have with customer on reaching them. They don't know what to say after the customer asks them, tell me about your service. Today, we are going to fix that. We are going to use the basic version of Claude AI. Yes, you heard me right. And yes, no sales experience is required for it. Keep watching this video if you want to know how we build a sales pitch using Claude AI in under 10 minutes. What all do we need to add? And how we can improve our sales without even changing anything. Hi, I am Swati. We here at Operators Lab HQ are determined to help you to simplify your business and build processes using AI so that your big and redundant tasks are done in a moment. Now you would ask me what constitutes a good sales pitch. It's very simple. First, you need to go to the rapport phase, which is the opener. That is when your client says hello to you, what you are supposed to tell them. And then the discovery questions, where you talk to them and find out what are the problems they're facing and how you can help them solve those. Next is the solution phase. You tell them what your service is, how you can support their needs. Then the de-risking phase, where you basically tell them, "Ki, don't worry, we are there to cover your risk and we are going to give you a solution." And last but not the least is the close, when you tell them that we are here to help you and just wait and watch and we'll solve it. As soon as you open your tab for Claude AI, this is the window you get. Here, see, like I told you, this is a free plan. We are not paying anything extra. So we go to the tab and we write our structure in simple 5 steps. First, we tell us what is the role, what it needs to do, what he should think it is, and then give us our required solution in the framework we asked for. So here, I'm just going to ask if you are a senior sales pitch coach, helping a small business owner write their first sales pitch. Business type is our home cleaning service. Our target customer is busy working families in urban areas in India. Average value order which we think our customer will give you ranges between 3,000 to 5,000 in the local currency. The biggest customer fear which we have to fight is having strangers in their home and the reliability of the service. The key differentiator that our service has is trained staff, which is police verified, and also we send the same on every booking so that you can trust them. Now write a complete sales pitch which covers these. It asks a further few questions, and we want to build a 5 point strategy for it. So let me just add that on it. Write a complete sales script with these 5 sections. First, the opener, which should be warm, not pushy, in somewhere around 2 to 3 sentences. Second, I want to ask some discovery questions, which should be 4 questions to understand the client situation. Now create a pitch, which connect to their pain points in around 4 to 5 questions. And now the objection handling, where I want you to address problems like too expensive, let me think about it, or we already know someone. Now give me a closer, which feels like a soft and natural closer and not salesy. Use conversational Indian English and keep it practical for both in-phone and in-person usages. Now time it. I think I encountered an error. So what I will do is I'll just go here and there is an option to copy it. See, there is a paste it and I'll give it the instruction again. As you can see, it is step by step developing what I asked. There is an open, then there is a discovery, a pitch, some objections which the customer may raise, how to address those objections, and the close. Now let's just go through each of these sections. It gives us this opening telling the client about who we are. Then let's ask a few questions from the client, and whatever the primary concern they show, we answer them in a very specific way. Then we can talk to them more clearly and more specifically about how we can address each of their problems, and then how we end the conversation. At times, you might think that, I need something deeper. I'm not happy with the output which the Claude has given me. So we just give a more input here. Let me just show you how it changes. The objection handling above is good. Now give me three versions. Each of the response, for example, it's too expensive. One should emphasize on the value, the other one on the smallest step first, and the third one which talks about comparison from the other players in the market. Keep each response under four sentences and conversational tone. So here you can see it has given me three responses. The first one is on the value focus, the other one is on starting small with our business, and the third one is comparing with other players. You can just train your staff to whenever they're making sales call or sales pitch, they should talk about all these points. It will help you generate more business as you are delivering consistent result to your customer. That's now let me just summarize. We have talked about how we can use the clock, but the basic prompt which we use in it has just five pillars. First is the business type. You write about your own business. Then is the target customer. What is the customer base you are targeting? Then the price value which you are using, it helps us to understand that what kind of results and answers it should format. Then the biggest customer fears which you have identified over past period of time, and then the key differentiator, how you will address this market gap. Using this simple basic five structure, you can just prepare a sales pitch. So in the example which we just discussed, the basic prompt which I've used is as follows, and you can just alter it, require it to your business, tailor it to your needs, and then develop your own system. I'm going to share the detailed prompt which I have used in the description section. Please go ahead and add the details of your own business to all these prompts and and see the magic. It will show you what all it can do. Try it today. For more such informative videos, subscribe to our channel and keep following.